Hello band members, welcome to How to Rise and Wait for Sisters Live. She's over there waiting, although at first, the band thought they could wait a bit longer. This time, they chose not to wait. The band called everyone together to share concert insights, but the audience just sang along. But the participation was still too low. So, to solve the problem, they wrote a new song, hoping to reignite their unique performance style caught the eye of a record label, wanting Freddie to go solo, and they offered a pretty sweet deal. Paul hoped Light could have a private chat with Freddie, while his ex brought her new boyfriend to enjoy the concert. An amazing modern performance, yet everyone unanimously said no, as if declaring, "Not today. We don't feel like performing." No doubt they collectively refused, as if they were having an inner-party conference. Indeed, they were unanimously refusing, almost like forming a choir. Such a significant matter cannot simply be decided by him alone. However, Freddie didn't show the slightest concern and took on the role of both the band's lawyer and manager with his intention to prove, "I am the one in charge." Well, that's really good. Of course, you just need to shut up and keep playing. The band regrouped and began rehearsing the new song, Thus Loser Dust was born. At the press conference, reporters were completely uninterested in their songs and focused on Freddie's private life instead. What do your readers wonder? How amnesiac Freddie tries his luck, seeks comfort from Marty, but gets no reply. The band's new album, with all members in drag, was banned by a US music channel, which ironically had once made them famous. At that moment, Freddie decided to take a break, telling the team, "I've had enough of albums." Tired of touring, the band members said, "That's band life. Get used to it." But Freddie had other plans. He signed a contract with the record label, leaving the team utterly disappointed. They bombarded him with, "How much? How much did they offer you?" Subtitles, "How much money did they offer you?" This is so incredibly thrilling. $40 million. Everyone was left speechless because that's more than any contract Queen had ever signed. Freddie said, "We should stop and think. No more endless debates. Like who wrote the hit songs, who gets more royalties, which song goes on the A side, which one goes on the B side." Freddie retorted, "We are family." "No, we are not family. You actually have families. Kids, wives, so I've got nothing but your $40 million. Freddie figured Queen couldn't win without him, but achieving that is always a teamwork effort. Eventually, the band split up on bad terms. Feeling lonely, Freddie scrolled through contacts for his old waiter. But there were too many memories. In 1984, Freddie headed to Munich deep in the creative zone, assembling a brand new team. They worked on his new solo album, and unlike the Queen members, these folks obeyed him like little ducklings. The more they obeyed, the more bored Freddie felt. Years passed. Mary called many times, yet Paul blocked her, even rejecting her charity concert invite. Paul nearly isolated Freddie from his family, while Freddie happily sank into the fantasies Paul's found for him. But that prolonged indulgence finally came with the price. One day, while preparing to record, he suddenly coughed up blood. Mary, who hadn't been in contact with Freddie for a long time, couldn't help but worry. She came a long way to find Freddie, said she'd had a nightmare, but seeing home in chaos, she knew it had come true. Mary said, "The band hoped for your return. The charity sure needs you, it's the biggest ever." But Freddie was completely unaware, only thinking that Paul was worried about the album's progress. He said, "Paul is just worried about the album, and he wished more than anything that Mary could stay with him." Mary was pregnant. Freddie couldn't accept it. Paul returned with some people. Mary left at once. "I meant to have a chat with you, but it seems like talking to my dad instead. You need to tell me something, but you are unable to say it because you've lost your voice." This line exactly summarized Freddie's current situation. He had a ton of wishes, but couldn't express his feelings. Paul didn't care about him. "You don't care about me. None of us care about you." This snapped Freddie back to reality. Mary grilled Paul, asking why he didn't mention that the band was invited to the charity concert. Paul tried to explain, but it was no use. "You left. What does that mean?" "I want to say, get out of my life." Paul, unwilling to back down, threatened Freddie that he had dirt on him. Freddie finally saw through his people and walked away without a second glance. Paul smeared Freddie on TV, but he didn't care. He just wanted the band to perform again. After getting a no, Freddie wanted to talk to the band. On the meeting day, everyone was notably late. To earn everyone's forgiveness, he admitted he had been selfish in the past. The band then asked him, "What do you really want?" Subtitle: if it's about asking for their forgiveness, they would have already forgiven him a long time ago. Freddie finally voiced his wish to reunite the band, saying, "I need you. Do you need me as well? Give us a bit of time, Fred. Why not do so? I'm just curious."